Hi, I'm Molly Armstrong.
And I'm Garrett Weiss.
And welcome to this week's episode of SVSN.
And welcome back. So Molly, did you know that the SVSN producers has hired a new field reporter?
Yes, actually I did know that. His name is Brandon.
Brandon.
Right.
And Brandon is going to do his very first story. And since we love musicals so much, this is what, the third podcast that we have brought up musical, because we love it so much here at Piketon High School. But Brandon is doing a musical review, and I think Brandon is a guy, he is interviewing the person behind the scenes of the musical, the one that puts it all together, which is Jesse Havlitz, or the director. So, out to you, Brandon.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. Here's an interview with the musical director. In your opinion, how did the play turn out?
We think we did really well this year. It's probably one of the hardest shows that we've ever tried to perform with all the different choreography and everything. But overall, the attendance, we had over 1,200 people attend, and so that always gets us started for the next year.
Wow. So was it a full house? Or?
Full house. Friday night was over 400 people, and then our last show was over 400. So it was a good turnout for the whole weekend.
If you don't mind me asking, how much money did you guys make in the end?
As far as like making money, our program isn't out to make money. We're just a rotating fund. But we took in over $12,000 over the weekend to deposit for ticket sales and refreshments. So that gives us a good start for next year.
How long have you been directing?
This is my 17th show, and I see that's combined with elementary and high school shows. So 17 shows for me, 8 years.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
And back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Brandon. That was a very fine first story.
Yes, it was. Great job, Brandon.
He's going to be great at SVSN. So next, Masters in Music people. You got great talents, you know? And they're in Masters in Music, so obviously they can either sing, play an instrument, something to do with mastering of a music. And they're going on a field trip. And Annie has more on that field trip. Out to you, Annie.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. This past week, Hal Walker visited our school's Masters of Music program. Walker grew up in Kent, Ohio, playing the harmonica. He was a natural-born musician, and his style of music is very unique. While visiting our school, he taught the students how to make banakulas, a modernized version of an African instrument. He then gave lessons on how to play the harmonica and banakula. Here are some clips of what they did that day. This is the last event that the Masters of Music will be participating in this year, but not one they'll soon forget. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Annie. Molly, did you know I could sing?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I can.
Really?
Pick a song. I'll sing right now.
I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
Oh, okay. That's an easy one. And
That's down an octave. It's up an octave.
And I will always
love you.
So I'm gonna go 100%. Yeah, okay, so what's the next story?
Okay, well, Garrett, you know what upsets me
What
in America?
upsets you?
Is that, say I'm 17 and the primary elections are happening.
Yeah.
I can't vote in the primaries, but if I turn 18 by the general election, I can vote. That just makes no sense. Does that make sense? No.
No, but they might have changed it.
They might have changed that because there have been lawsuits lately.
They have. There has been lawsuits, and maybe, but we don't know. But you know who does know?
Tatiana, she might have more on this. Out to you, Tatiana.
Maybe.
Thank you, Molly and Garrett. Tatiana Ohio here, and I will be reporting to you on how 17-year-olds can now vote in the Ohio primary. Senator Bernie Sanders notched a potentially significant win on March 11th when an Ohio judge issued an order allowing 17-year-old voters to participate in the state's presidential primary on March 8th. Franklin County Common Pleas Court Judge Richard Fry ruled that 17-year-old voters who turn 18 by the day of the November election can vote in the primary, though not on ballot issues or for any contests that would actually elect someone to office. If you would like to know more, visit politico.com. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Tatiana.
That was a great story. So, here at Piketon High School, we are very
Artistically inclined.
Yes. I was looking for something to say that sounded good, and she took it. She took it and ran with it. And Zons, the middle school, is doing an art exhibit.
No. That's not what it is.
What is it?
2 Zon students in an art exhibit.
Oh.
They're being featured.
Okay. Just kidding. Students are being featured in the art exhibit because they're just talented. Out to you, Andrew.
2 students at Zons Corner Middle School have their artwork displayed in Columbus. Let's take a closer look. At Zons Corner Middle School, 2 fifth graders, Isabel Hablitzel and Grant Satterfield, had their artwork accepted into art exhibits, sponsored by Ohio Art Education Association. Hablitzel's work was an oil pastel peacock and will be on display in the State Teachers Retirement System building until March 26th. Satterfield had an acrylic dot painting, which is in display in the Rhodes State Office Center until March 26th as well. Congratulations to both students, and we can proudly say that we have a bright future in the art department at Piketon. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Andrew. We have some talented people here at Piketon.
Absolutely. Now, Garrett, you know what I did last week?
What'd you do, Molly?
I gave blood.
Didn't you give doubles?
No.
You didn't.
I do not weigh enough to give doubles, but I gave a single.
That's
And
good.
that could save 2 lives.
2 lives, people.
And I gave blood here at Piketon High School.
Here.
Right in the gymnasium.
How'd that go?
Well,
Is it fun?
I'll tell you who could tell you how it went.
Okay.
Taryn, our field reporter Taryn Smith could tell you how it went. Let's take it out to you, Taryn.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. Here is a quick overview of Piketon High School's recent blood drive.
On Thursday, March 10th, Piketon High School and the Red Cross held a blood drive in memory of Zach Farmer. There were 79 pints of blood donated, which exceeded the goal of 71. Because of how much blood donated, Piketon High School raised $500 for the Zach Farmer Memorial Scholarship. The student participation in this year's blood drive was the highest it has ever been before.
Warning: the following video contains blood and needles.
Your arm. You want to feel a little stick, honey. That's it. Open and close your fist. That's it. You're done. Do I need to keep? Yeah. Just open and close easy. Just open and close easy. You are doing sensational.
Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Taryn. For anybody that was unable to give blood this year, we strongly advise that you do it next year. You could save lives.
You can. 2 lives. She saved 2 lives. Okay, so with all the dangerous things happening in this world, like shootings, knife stabbings, bombings, terrorist attacks, ISIS, here at Piketon High School, we don't want any of that, you know? We want to be safe.
Right.
So we got a new security system, and we already did a report on it, but now it is official. We have it, it's here, and
You can see it live in action.
Chance McNally has more on that. Out to you, Chance.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. This week's tech topic is going to be about the new security system being implemented here at Piketon High School.
According to Piketon's technical coordinator, Josh Amato,
the new security system is a buzz-in access control system that is designed with safety in mind. At the main entrance, visitors must be buzzed in by office staff, who can see and speak to the visitor through a 2-way intercom. Visitors will not be permitted to enter the building unless cleared by the office. It is currently being used at all schools in the school district. Students will see minimal changes. Principals have communicated any building-specific changes to students. If students or parents have any questions, please direct those to the office or building principals. In order to contact the office and request entry, the parent will press the call button on the buzz-in control units. This will alert the office, who will be able to see and talk to you and buzz you in once entry is approved. The security system has been in use for over 3 weeks now, and will continue to keep the students in Piketon schools safe and secure.
I believe as we continue to use the security system here at Piketon High School, It will continue to keep us safe so we can get the best education possible. This is Chance McNally with SPSN, signing out. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Chance.
Now, Garrett, even with the new security system that has been put in, there are still some incidents that are always going to happen.
There is.
As usual. An incident like this happened at Piketon a couple weeks ago. Thankfully, everybody was safe. Everybody is fine. But our producer, Tyler, has a little report on everything that happened. So let's take it out to Tyler.
This is Tyler Gillen reporting to you from Piketon High School, which was placed on lockdown March 9th after a prank call was placed to 911 reporting that an active shooting had been taking place at the high school. The following is a message from Piketon Schools.
Message is to alert you to an event that occurred today, Wednesday, March 9th, after school at Piketon High School. A 911 call was made to local authorities who immediately placed PHS on lockdown. Any staff and students in the building for after-school activities immediately proceeded to the nearest locked classrooms while authorities swept the buildings and grounds. The buildings and grounds have been cleared at this time. Any students who are at the school are under supervision in the high school gym for parent pickup. There were no injuries. All students and staff are safe and secure. If you have any information pertaining to the 911 call that was made, please contact the local authorities or school district. Thank you.
As of this time, the 11-year-old boy and the 12-year-old girl that made the phone call to 911 have been caught and have pending charges. This is what a student and a teacher had to say about the situation and how they handled it.
How I would describe that day is it was nerve-wracking. I was panicking on the inside. I knew that panicking on the outside wasn't going to help anyone in the situation, so remaining calm was my best option. Not knowing if anyone was in there was absolutely terrifying because you don't know if it's real or not, and you have to stay absolutely silent. You can't panic, you can't freak out, you can't do anything. And internally, that's terrifying.
Our school's preparation for such an event made what could be a very terrifying situation run rather smoothly. At the moment when the announcement was made, I happened to look out in the hallway as I was pulling the door shut and saw all the students and teachers just completely empty the hallway and follow the protocol and stuff that we had practiced. I was very impressed with the students and my fellow teachers. Very impressed with Ira Blitzel, who was a student in there with me, who remained calm through the whole thing. Just the school was very well prepared, and the police were able to get here very quickly. And we ended up learning a lot about what we could fix in the situation, but given the circumstances, everything went perfectly smooth.
Thanks for watching. I'm Tyler Gillen with SBSN.
Thank you, Tyler, and I am so glad that no one got or even killed, because that would have been bad.
Yep.
So, Molly, what is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Well, there's not much to choose from here in Piketon.
Nope.
But I had to say my favorite fast food restaurant in Piketon would have to be Subway.
Yeah, that's the first one on the list of two.
You know who else likes Subway?
Who?
Jason Taylor and...
Our athletic director?
Yes, and Baden.
Baden. Who's Baden?
Who's Baden?
I don't know who
Baden is the one and only B-Dad.
Oh, you mean Brunch with Me, Dad?
Yes.
Holy crap, he likes Subway?
Yes, he does.
Well, I like Subway now. If B-Dad approves it, then I approve it.
Absolutely, everybody should.
Alright, well, I can't wait.
So without further ado, let's take it out to SVSN's very own B-Daddy.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Brunch with B-Dad. And today I got special guest, Mr. Taylor.
How you
Mr.
doing?
Taylor, how you doing?
I'm doing great today, Baden. Thanks for having me.
And you know what we're going to talk about today?
I guess eating brunch?
Well, yeah, sort of. Subway sandwiches. And there's a sandwich shop right down the road called Subway. And they make pretty delicious sandwiches. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. I enjoy Subway whenever I get the chance to get there.
And what's your favorite sub over there?
Well, right now I'm going to have the spicy Italian.
Sounds pretty good. I'm a buffalo chicken man myself, but I'm a fan of all subs pretty much down there.
Yeah, if you look at me, obviously I like to eat, so I'm a fan of sub myself.
And the cheese is good down there, right?
The cheese is good. I enjoy the salami and the pepperoni myself.
Yeah, I like the pepper jack cheese on my sandwich usually. And how about the toppings you get on yours?
Well, today I went with spinach, tomatoes, pickles, green peppers, and my favorite, the jalapeno.
Well, I think the jalapeno is a little spicy for me, so I just go with the family name, the pickle. It's in the family of the jalapeno.
They look alike, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
And I also got some tomato and lettuce and some mayonnaise on here. Well, we're going to sit here and enjoy our sandwiches, and that's been it with Brunch with Me, Dad.
thanks for having me, Big.
You're welcome.
Thank you, B-Daddy.
Alright guys, we're coming to an end, which is sad. But we'll be back next weekend, you know, just like every other time. But before we go, we have announcements for you.
Right.
I said this last podcast, and I'm gonna say it again. If you're a senior, if you're a senior and you want your baby pics in the yearbook, we need them. We need your baby pics. So give them to Miss Shaw or anybody that is in the yearbook staff.
I have an announcement too, Garrett.
Okay?
Should I?
You can announce it.
Okay. Well, here at Piketon, we're having a food drive. I don't know if anybody's seen the bin that's in front of the library in the front office, but that food drive will be ending on March 23rd. So if you are thinking of participating, it's a great cause. Make sure that you bring in your canned food items by then.
Canned food.
Nothing perishable.
Nothing. All right, well, I think that's it, Molly.
Garrett, I think that's all.
Do you want to dab it out to the sports team?
Sure.
Welcome back to the 1/9 episode of SVSN. I'm your sports anchor, Gabe Berkheimer, and I'm your other sports anchor, Bradley Sickles. Thank you, Gabe. For some reason I can't say my own name anymore. Well, happens to the best of us, Brad. Notice the camera's a little crooked. It is a little bit crooked, Brad. Just like powerlifting and how your muscles become crooked after lifting so much weight. It's very true. Powerlifting is a serious toll on your muscles and really wears you out. And it's really amazing what they do there. It's really difficult to constantly lift hundreds and hundreds of pounds over and over. It's very true, Brad. Some people even die from deadlifting. I don't know if that's true, Brad. Oh, I just thought since deadlifting, you know. They should call it live lifting. Yes, it would be really much less intimidating if they call it that. You know what? Why don't we bench press it out to Hank? Yeah, you're right. Out to you, Hank.
Alright, thanks, Bart. I'm going to tell you about the Piketon powerlifting results at Kenton, Ohio. The Piketon powerlifting team went up to Kenton for the state powerlifting meet. There was a lot of great competition and a lot of new teams to be held. The boys got 5th place overall. That's really good. The girls got 3rd place. Even though they didn't get what they wanted, they did an amazing job this year, and I can't wait to see next year's results. Also, the Piketon team has 2 state lifters, Kelsey Henderson and Kennedy Cooper. Congratulations to them.
Back to you, Gabe Brad.
Thank you, Hank, for that powerful report. Now, Gabe, you know there's a lot of people that have to pay a ton to see Peyton Manning play in the Super Bowl. Ah, it's a very nice pun, Brad. Thank you. Yes, Peyton Manning, great quarterback. He's been a quarterback for some time now, hasn't he? He has. He's played for a few NFL teams. Yeah. But I regret to inform you, Brad, that Peyton Manning has announced his retirement from the NFL. Really? Yes. Patrick, why don't you tell us more about Peyton Manning's retirement? Out to you, Patrick.
Hey there, I'm Patrick Jenkins here with the General News. Peyton Manning is retiring after an 18-year career in the NFL. The future Hall of Famer had 251 touchdowns and over 72,000 yards. This is your General News coming from the gutter. Back to you, Brad and Gabe.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report on the retirement of Peyton Manning. Brad, I do believe we have some very big news.
Yes, please announce the news, Gabe.
The next episode is our 20th episode.
20th episode!
20th episode.
And there's going to be a very special episode. And we might even have a party among our whole members.
Yes, we might, Brad. But you viewers out there, be prepared for the next explosive episode of SBSN. I'm your sports anchor, Gabe Burkheimer.
And I'm your other sports anchor, Bradley Sickles.
And to all you out there in the valley,
keep it classy!
That's all she wrote.
That's how it's so awkward.
Shut up!
What do you have to say for yourself?
I didn't do it.
You just run into the table. I tripped over this step.
Hit the 911 call.
What do you want?
yes, popular is very